Okay, for this section, we're going to look at downloading and installing the Referral System plugin onto our existing WordPress WooCommerce site. Just to show you an example of what we've built so far with this basic WordPress site. Let's just wait for it to load. Okay, so here we have a basic e-commerce store. It's a demo store. You can see with my cool little demo logo there. We've created some pictures of guitars and drum sets, and we've given them prices for the ones that are on sale. And it's a basic site where you can add to cart and then do the checkout. So pretty simple e-commerce store, relatively easy to set up. If you would like to see a tutorial on how to do so, you're welcome to go to our tutorials page and check it out. Okay, all right. So the first thing that we're going to need to do is to download the plugin from the Referral System website. So we're going to go to referralsystem.net. Let me go to the homepage there quickly. So this is a referralsystem.net homepage. You'll see here it says test network. That's just because I'm using the test blockchain at the moment, but ordinarily it wouldn't be there. It would just be operating on the main blockchain. Okay, so we would go to the menu button on the top right, select that and go to integrations. And you'll see the first option available is that of the WordPress WooCommerce plugin. So we're going to select download plugin zip. And if you're using Chrome, you should see it download here on the top right of the screen. It should show in the respective area on other browsers as well. Okay, so there we've got it downloaded. Now we're going to go back to the WordPress admin panel, and what we will need to do is to go to the plugins section on the left menu. So we're going to select plugins. And then we select add plugin. And then because we've downloaded our plugin, we're not selecting here from the store, we're going to select upload plugin. We'll choose a file. And it should be in our downloads folder. So there it is. Okay, so we'll select that, double click. And then once it's listed the file here, we can go install now, and then WordPress should automatically install the system for us, and we can then proceed with the setup. This may take a little while. So this gives an overview of the referral system setup. You can see there's only a few steps here. We would create the account, add the user address, fund the accounts, add products, and then add approved referrals. So it's a relatively simple process to follow. Let's go and click start now. Okay, so the first part is to add our existing referral account. If you haven't already set one up, you can do so on the Referral System website. We will still go there so that we can get the address of the account that we would like to add. So we're going to go to the menu on the top right. We'll go down to my referral accounts, and it will list all the accounts that are associated with the wallet that is attached to the site. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to select test referral account. That's the one that we've set up for this demonstration. And this address here at the top, I'm going to copy and paste that into our WordPress site. Just make sure that there's no spaces at the end, and you should be fine. The next thing is to do the referral email address. The notification email address. And this is quite important that you put in an email address that you are going to monitor, because this email address will be used to send you notifications when the referral account balance is low and needs to be topped up. So that's quite important that you use one that is actively monitored. So we'll select add account. Okay, so the new app user that we are setting up now is essentially a blockchain address that is granted payment permission on your referral system account. And what that means is this user is allowed to issue payment instructions for referral payments only to approved referrers and for approved products. It does not have permission to add referrers or change rates or any of those sorts of things in this instance. And that is part of the security features of the referral system. So this user would then be tied to this application, and as a referral comes in with a referral link and a sale is made and payment is received, it will then be able to give the payment instruction to process a payment to the respective referrer. And that is the purpose of this new app user. So we're going to go and put in an email address there. Organization, I'll just use test organization for now. And then I'm going to create new app user. Okay, so this screen gives some information about the transaction and also asks you to save any existing information if you have already set up a user. And so we'll just click continue. And then MetaMask should pop up asking us to confirm the transaction because the app user is set up on the blockchain account. So there is a transaction that sets the user up on the referral account, and that's what this transaction is for. You'll see there's no funds transferred with it, it's just the gas fees, which are minimal, and we'll click confirm. Okay, and we'll just wait for a little while the transaction gets processed on the blockchain, and you'll see there we've got the transaction hash, and this is the new user address and the associated private key for the user address. So that information, please keep confidential and private. Please save it for future use in case you need to access funds from this user account. Okay, let's click next. Okay, so this is the accounts page, and the first thing you'll notice is that we have two accounts on this page, the referral account and the app user address. You may also notice that there are two different currencies for each of these accounts. So the first one is USDT. That is the currency that we selected when setting up our referral account. And that is typically the currency that will be paid to our referrers when their referral link is used and a sale is made. So we would typically set up our token to match the base currency of our e-commerce store. We're going to set our currency in our e-commerce store to US dollars. So the USD token is linked one-to-one with US dollars. And so when referral fees are paid, they're paid in line with that US dollar rate. Okay, then the app user address currency, this is the Polygon ecosystem token, POL, and that is the native currency for the Polygon proof of stake blockchain. And it is essentially used to pay for gas fees and transaction fees. It can be transferred independently, but in this case, its primary use is to pay transaction fees when a payment instruction is issued. The transaction fees are minimal, and so it's not a lot in terms of what it actually costs you if you had to convert it back to your main currency, but we do need to ensure that that account has sufficient balance to cover the transaction fees. Now there is a setting that you can set in the settings page where you select minimum balances, and you're notified when these balances get to a certain low level limit that you set, and that will allow you to just top them up when need be, so that your referral payments can continue without any hassle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a test or an example funding so that you can see how it might work for you. Here we've got 90.8 USDT, so let's go find referral account. Okay, so this page gives some details about how to fund your account. You'll see here we've got the referral currency, which is USDT. The token address, that is the smart contract address of this USDT token. So we are going to be interacting with that address, but we are not going to transfer to that address. That's important to note. Then you'll see the blockchain network. We're using a test network at the moment, but ordinarily it will be the Polygon proof of stake blockchain. And then the last item here is the referral account address. This is the address of your referral account. And so we're going to copy that, Control C, or you can right click and then go copy. And then we're going to go to our MetaMask here at the top right of the screen. You may need to go to this little icon, go to the drop down and select MetaMask. And the MetaMask pop-up should then open, and you should see a screen like this. So we're going to go to send, and because we're transferring USDT, we're going to select our test USDT, and we are going to paste in the address that we just copied. That's this referral account address. I'm going to paste that in there. The amount, I'm just going to do one for now, just as an example. So click continue. And this gives an overview of the transaction. I need to increase the gas fees on this test network quickly. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to make this to 30. Okay, gas amount priority fee, save. Okay, that should all be okay, and then we click confirm. Okay, it's busy processing the transaction. You'll see that it says queued and confirmed. Okay, so let's go back. And you'll see now we have 91.8 USDT in that referral account. Okay, so let's do the user address quickly. At the moment we've got 5.2. Okay, so I'm going to go fund user address. Okay, this gives some basic information, and then the native currency is POL. The blockchain network, as we've said, that we're using a test network, but ordinarily it will be the Polygon proof of stake network. And then we've got app user address. That's the user that you would have just set up before going through to the accounts page. So we're going to copy this address, right click, copy, or Control C if you're using shortcuts, and we'll come here again to send. And this time we are going to select POL, the Polygon ecosystem token. So we'll select that and paste it, paste in the address. So that's this address here, the app user address, OXC2. Let's check it, that's correct. And I'm just going to do 0.4 for now so that you can see the transaction. We'll click continue. And then confirm. And again, it's queued. So we're just waiting for the transaction to be loaded on the blockchain, and it's confirmed. Great. Okay, so we'll go back here, and you'll see our balance has increased to 5.42. And so that is pretty much the means of funding your accounts. You can fund them from other exchanges if you use the correct address and blockchain network. So you could, for example, go to a Binance or Bybit or Luna and purchase your currencies there, and then transfer them to these blockchain addresses. Okay, great. So now we're on the products page. Let me just close the MetaMask wallet here quickly. Okay, so we can edit existing, or we can add new products. We don't have any existing at the moment, so I'll go to add products. We'll select that. And you'll see that it's already listed all of the products that we have on our WooCommerce store. The only thing that it doesn't show here is if there's a missing SKU, you will also have the opportunity to fill in an SKU number. These products need an SKU number to be added to the referral system account. If they don't have an SKU, then you won't be able to add them to the account. Okay, so just a quick overview, we've got the SKU, the name, and then the description of the product. That gives a preview of the product image. And then over here, we've got the rate percentage at the top, and then a add item checkbox for each of the items. So if the checkbox is not selected, then the item won't be added when you process the transaction. If it is, then it will. We've got a default rate here of 10%. You can just adjust it individually for each of the products or in bulk by setting it at the top here. If we had to increase it to 11, you see all of them change to 11. And so on, and then you can also add all or deselect all at the top there. So it's a relatively simple process to add your products. If you would like to add new products to the store, please first go and do that via the products page over here. And then once that product is added, you can come back to this section in the referral system to load it onto your referral account. Okay, so let's go submit. And MetaMask should pop up again with a request for us to confirm the transaction. This transaction loads the products onto your referral account smart contract with the respective rates, and we just approve that transaction. And that's the transaction hash that shows up. We can see the transaction has been confirmed, so everything seems to have been okay. We can check if we go to the referral system website and we go to the my referral accounts. Again, as noted before, it lists the accounts that are associated with the connected wallet. So we'll go to our test referral account, we'll select products, new products, and it should list, there we go, all the products that we've added. You'll also see there's the balance of funds in our referral account. Okay, now we are at the last section of our setup, and this is add product referrers. If I just read through this section here quickly, this plugin currently provides the ability to either approve decline referral requests for bulk upload to your referral account, or add and upload a single referrer manually. So it gives us that option. We can add from registration, add a single referrer. So if you had like a sales rep, for example, you could add a single referrer to your system via this interface. But if you've got a registration form on your website or your site, for example, then you can use this add from registrations, and it will automatically list all the requests, referral requests that have been made via that registration form, and you can then approve them and load them to your referral account. Okay, then you'll see here to add the registration request form to your user-facing website, simply add the following to your registration page in a shortcode block. Okay, so we're going to copy this little shortcode block content here. I'll just select it and then copy, and we're going to go to our pages for our site, and I haven't created a specific registrations page. You are more than welcome to do so. I'm just going to put it on the home page now for demonstration purposes. So I'm going to go to the home page and click edit. Okay, so now we're on the edit section of our homepage. I'm using the Astra theme builder, so you may have a different editor, but the principles are pretty much the same irrespective of what editor you're using. So we're going to go to the bottom here, and we are going to add a code block, a short code block. So there we go, short code. I'm going to add that, and then in that short code block I'm going to paste the content that we copied, and it's as easy as that. We click save. Okay, now I'm going to preview the page. Okay, it says here, would you like to auto insert your MetaMask wallet address? I'm going to say yes. And here it's loaded our main homepage. Okay, so this is our referral request form. You'll see it's got some basic details. First name, last name, organization, email. The person can select whether they are a tax vendor, and then you can select the SKU numbers that you would like to register for. And there's my blockchain address for my wallet that I would like to use as a referrer. So I'm just going to put in here some test details. Tester, test org, and info at newsdevelopments.co.za. Tax vendor, no. SKU number. So we can either select all SKUs or we can select an individual one. Let me select an individual one for now. We'll use 007 and submit request. Okay, and there we have got a notification saying thank you, your request has been submitted. So we'll click OK and the form clears. Now if I go back to the WordPress admin panel, and then we go to our referral page. Okay, if we go to referrers there, let's navigate there quickly. Okay, now that we've put in the registration form and we've submitted a referral request, I'm going to go to add from registrations. Okay, so the system will automatically list all the referral registrations that have been submitted, and as you can see here, we've got the one that we did as an example. There are some basic details here for that request, so the first name, last name, and the SKU that they've made the request for. And then you will see here we've got the email address and their blockchain account number. Now there are some settings that you can adjust for this request. So the first one is custom rate allowed. This will allow you to set a custom rate for the specific referrer. So if we select yes, we can then adjust the rate and say instead of the standard 10% for the product, we can make it 12%, for example. The next item is all SKUs. So if we select yes for all SKUs, then essentially what happens is all of the products that we've listed on the referral system as those that pay a referral fee, if this referrer's link is used and any of those products are purchased, then they will get a referral fee payment for those respective products. So that is what the all SKUs is for. And then the last item is a status. This is going to determine whether your referrer is loaded onto the referral system account or not. So the options here are keep as pending, register, or decline. If we select register and then we select update, the referrer will then be loaded onto the referral account as an approved referrer. So they'll then be able to get their monthly referral payments when your link is used. So we're going to go ahead and select update just as an example so we can see how it works. Okay, then MetaMask should open up and prompt us to approve the transaction. Very similar to the other transactions that we've approved. Okay, and this is a transaction. You can see it's just gas fees here. Also, minimal gas fees. We'll say confirm. And that's transactions busy processing, and there we go. Okay, so this referrer has been listed on the referral system account. There's the transaction hash, and that is essentially how we set up the referral system.